Hello students, and welcome to this video for Word Chapter 3, hands-on exercise number 3. So we're going to be opening up some files here. I have the one from the last exercise open up, but we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. So you need to open up the file you downloaded. So I'm going to go and navigate my way there. Mine's in downloads, as yours probably will be. So downloads, and we're looking for W3H3 letters. So it's this file right here. You should have already downloaded it from Plus Portals. If you haven't already, get it and then open it up. So I can exit out my previous file. So I'm going to do that right now while you're opening yours up. So here I have this file. You can see it's got this basic info here. What we're doing is, this is called mail merge, and basically the idea is you're merging a form letter with a data source of addresses. You're merging the fields in the process to personalize each letter. So it's kind of like how if you've ever signed up for an email like newsletter, this is how they will do it. They'll send something out and it will have each person's name and it'll make it sound personal when really it's just a letter they're sending out to everybody. So first we need to save this. So step A is, this is page 313 by the way. Step A, we are changing the name of this file. So for step A of page 313, we're adding our first name and last name. So first and last name. So I'm going to save it. Alright, next thing we're going to do here, step B, click the Mailings tab. So we haven't actually really played around with this yet. Mailings tab, and it says click Start Mail Merge. Start Mail Merge in the Start Mail Merge group. Then it says click the step-by-step Mail Merge Wizard. So we're going to use the wizard here. Step-by-step Mail Merge Wizard. And it comes over here on this right side. You can see our Mail Merge Wizard. Ensure that letters is selected in the select document group. So select document type, what type of document. We're working with letters, so that should be already selected. If not, click it. And then it says click the next starting document. So down here at the bottom, starting document. Step C, ensure that use current document is selected for our select starting document area. So most of the time it'll be set up how you need it to, but sometimes you change it. So how do you want to set up your letters? Use current document, yes. And then it says click next select recipients. Alright, now what we're going to do, it says here you can choose between these ones. We're going to choose select, we're going to select type a new list. Type a new list, and then we're going to choose create. So new list, create. And you're going to see this new address list window come up with this info here. And that says type the information in the table below, pressing tab to move from one field, aka columns. So columns are up and down. So basically field is this, the next one, the next one, the next one, the info you're typing in. Tab through all fields and continuing enter data on a new row for a new record, or click new entry to begin a new one. So you can see I can either tab through and continue onto a new row, or I can click new entry. And we'll look at that as we go here through it. So after typing the last record, click OK. So we're done looking at 313. We're going to go here to 314 and type in the info. Now I'm going to move my mouse so you can actually look at, I can see the overview here of each one and make sure I'm typing it right. So you can see I'm just typing in the info that is presented. This is where your typing class that you took last year, hopefully took last year with me in our computer class. Otherwise, if you need to, you can slow this down. I recommend looking at your textbook for this part, because otherwise, now you notice I could push tab. If you saw that, I just kept pushing tab till it went to the next line. Otherwise, I could finish and push entry. But anyways, I would look at your textbook, because it's going to help you with entering the information more than trying to watch my screen. So I'm going to type these in. If you want, you can leave this playing in the background while you type this in as well. You'll notice we skipped the address to line on a lot of them. Try to double check as you are typing these through, so I'm trying to look over them as I type them through. You'll notice I finished typing it and I put in new entry, or I clicked, excuse me, new entry. So if you need to, you may have to just go back at the end and type or double check that you have it right. So I just typed in the one. I press new entry, it gives me a new line. I'm on the second to last one right now. Notice the second to last one, we do have an address to line or info for address to line. And then once I put in the zip, I'm pressing new entry. All right, I'm on my last one. I'm going a little bit slower because I'm trying to double check each line as I go. Okay, so I finished through typing it. You might want to pause it here if you're still typing. I'm going to look briefly and try to check if everything's good to go. It looks like it is. So once I've finished with that, it says here, I typed through all those things, and then after typing the last record, I click OK. And that was on page 313. So I'm going to click OK. You'll notice it wants you to save it. So I'm saving it. Now, it has your documents, my data sources. I would recommend saving it to your flash drive instead of here. I'm going to save it on the computer because I've been doing that for the videos. But I would go to your flash drive and save it there in your flash drive, wherever you're saving the file to. And we're typing in here, it says Word or W3H3 trustees in the file name box and click Save. So W03H3 trustees and save. You'll see this box come up here. It'll display as shown in figure 3.29 with all the recipients checked, so you can see that. It is an access database, so note that you can deselect any recipients which you do not want to send the letter. In this case, you want to send it to all. So right now that's all checked because we're going to send it to all of them. Alright, next thing it says is click W03H3 trustees MDB in the data source box. So down here bottom left, and it says click edit. Click new entry. So say you make a list and you want to change it. That's why we're practicing here. I can click edit and click new entry and type in this info right here. So I'm going to do that right now. This is part step F. So Mr. Robert Cobb, Tremont Insurance. Alright, I put in the new info, and it says after we do that, click OK, and then it says click yes, do you want to update the recipient list, and then it says click OK again. So now we have our new person added to our recipient list. Alright, now we're on step 2 of page 314. It says step A, click the edit recipient list in the use an existing list area. So use an existing list, it's over here in the mail merge pane, and it says edit recipient list. Click sort. So down here, refine recipient list, that's under all that. Click sort, and then you open the data source in order to use it. So now it says step B, click the sort by arrow. So here's sort by, click on this box, this arrow, and then click city. So I'm going to scroll down here till I see city. Ensure that the sort order is ascending. So it is ascending. I've selected city for a sort order. Click the then by arrow. So then by arrow. Click last name. So sort by city, then by last name. And then it says click last name. Ensure that the sort order is ascending. We already did that. Click OK. So city, last name, ascending, ascending. Okay, we've done that. Then it says down at the bottom, click OK again for step B. And it's organized the recipient list. Now it says C, scroll to the right to confirm that records are sorted by city. So it's actually, I need to click edit. I went one step too far. It'll change how it's sorted here. So scroll to the right to see they're organized by city. and you can see it is organized by the city. So I actually clicked one OK too many. So you should have this list, double check it, and then also sorted by last name. So we can go to our last name and check and see two, because we had two in Navarre, or however you say it, right here, these two middle ones, and they should be organized as well, which it looks like it is. Okay, so we click OK on the list, and that's the end of step C. Step 3, we're going to insert merge fields. Insert merge fields. Step A, click after 2018 in the first line of the document. So October 15th, 2018, I'm clicking after it. Press enter. I push the enter button, gives me a new line, and click next, write your letter at the bottom of the mail merge pane. So right down here. Then it says click address block in the mail merge pane. Note the address in the preview area. Ensure that insert recipient's name in this format, insert company name, and insert postal address are selected. So insert recipient name in this format selected, company name, and postal address. So we've got all those selected. It says to click OK. Then it's you'll notice here it has address block. Now we're going to push enter, and we're going to type dear, then press your space bar. Then we go back to the mail merge pane, and we're choosing more items, and then we're going to click last name, and then we're going to choose excuse me, I jumped ahead here. Click more items with the titles selected. Excuse me. So click on title. Click insert. So right here I had title selected. Click insert. I jumped around in the instructions here. Then it says click close. So you can see here address block, dear, title. Click close. Then it says press space bar, and then click more items, and then choose last name, and then click insert. So now you can see title, last name, click insert, and then click close. And then it says after our last name, or the thing we inserted last name, we're going to type a colon, and now we're on page 316, step C, and then it says click next, preview your letters. Preview your letters. And now you can see it's showing us the actual letters and how it's going to look. Okay, I'm going to choose to dismiss that. Select the address block. So address block is all this info up here. So you even notice when I click on it, it kind of selects it for me. So the address block. And then it says from Mrs. Rebecca Harden through Dinsford. So I'm actually just going to click and drag to ensure it's selected properly. And then it says click the layout tab. And it says remove any paragraph spacing shown in the paragraph group. So it's set to 8. I'm going to set it to 0. And then click after the zip code and press enter. So we just did it. It looks like that. All right, step number 4, merge a mail document and a data source. So we're almost there here. It says click next, complete the merge. So next, complete the merge right down here. So we're on step 6. All right, it says click edit individual letters. So right up here where it says merge, we're going to click edit individual letters. And then it says ensure all is selected in the merge to new document dialog box, and then click OK. And now here we can see our preview letters, so we can look at them. Scroll through the letters, noting that each address and salutation is unique to the recipient. So you can see this is unique to them, unique to Mr. Cobb, such a nice name, Mr. Cobb, Mr. Nye, all that. Then it says here, The main document and data source were merged to create a new document titled Letters 1. You will save the document. So save the document as this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually choose File, Save As, Browse. I'm going to go to my flash drive. In your case, for me, it's my folder that I have the thing saved to. And I'm changing it. Right now it has the name as October 15th. We're going to switch it here to Word Chapter 3. Hands-on exercise number 3, merge underscore your last name and your first name. So this is how it should look for the title. You're going to save it. It says here close the document. So file, close, and then it goes to my other previous one here. Save and close Word Chapter 3 H3 letter. And then you're going to submit the exercises. So basically the two you saved today, you saved this one, which was W3H3 letter, Mr. Rogers, or so first name, last name, and then you have the other file where it's switched, it's last name, first name. So you can have two files that are W03H3 letter, with one with first name, last name, the other one with last name, first name. The order is switched. So you're submitting two files for this exercise. One with the letters with the mail merge, and then of course you have the other data source to it. So submit those to me through the way you've been instructed for class, and that is how you complete Word Chapter 3 hands-on exercise number 3.